So you're constructing this gigafactory, right? It's built, well, not entirely, but a big part of it is up and running. Yeah, it's a really massive thing. When the gigafactory is completed, it'll be the largest building footprint in the world, not just for factories, but for any kind of structure. I mean, is this the biggest rocket, the biggest building? It's quite something. But it's not just about scale for the sake of scale. If you want to achieve certain goals, you have to go big. Okay, so you've got this huge building. Yeah. It's this enormous structure. It's going to produce batteries. And these batteries, they're lithium ion. Have you had any breakthroughs in battery technology? Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of misinformation out there about batteries. You can probably only believe about 1% of what you read. Lithium ion covers a wide range of technologies, and there can be a huge difference in things like power density, energy density, and cycle life between different types. They can be vastly different. From legal battles to compensation plans and everything in between, we've got a front row seat to the drama that's been unfolding. So grab your popcorn and get ready for a roller coaster ride of insights and revelations. Are you ready to delve deep into the electrifying world of Tesla? Buckle up, because today we're taking you on a riveting journey through the twists and turns of recent events surrounding Elon Musk and the electric powerhouse Tesla. But before we dive into the electrifying details, folks, we've got a special request for you. Show your support by smashing that like button and subscribing to Tesla Hype. Now, let's get started. According to reports, Tesla is set to expand its battery production operations in Nevada. They'll be using idle equipment from gigafactories in China to establish a new facility. This facility will be fully controlled by Tesla, with the company covering 100% of the costs. Personnel from gigafactories will have minimal involvement, primarily assisting with equipment setup. This new plant is expected to produce batteries for Tesla's large battery pack product, part of a broader initiative to strengthen the supply chain for lithium-ion and phosphate cells in America. This move also suggests that Tesla may acquire battery credits directly from the government. Now, this news seems promising for Tesla, as it indicates an increase in battery production. However, some experts advise taking the report with a grain of salt due to unclear sourcing. Although there's a possibility that the report is accurate, it remains to be confirmed. If Tesla indeed obtains these new cells, they could potentially use them for vehicles, unlocking the $7,500 credit currently unavailable for the Model 3. One interesting question raised is whether Tesla plans to build another gigafactory, or if they are facing battery constraints in their existing gigafactory facility, which operates at only 50% capacity. The prospect of a Tesla gigafactory could be more aligned with their vehicle business, making them eligible for the $7,500 instant rebate and ultimately reducing the cost of their vehicles. Switching gears, there's news about a lawsuit against Tesla by a group of 25 California counties. They allege that Tesla mishandled hazardous waste at its facilities across the state. While this lawsuit seeks civil penalties, California's hazardous waste management law has a maximum penalty of $70,000 per violation per day. However, this is unlikely to have a significant impact on Tesla's financial standing and is worth monitoring for further developments. Now, on to some positive Tesla stock news. Tesla has been consistently purchasing its own shares, regaining the second position in Cathie Wood's largest fund. Additionally, Tesla has recently launched in Chile, allowing customers to order Model 3 or Model Y. Meanwhile, a public poll suggests that 87% of respondents favor Tesla changing its state of incorporation to Texas, where its physical headquarters are located. This indicates strong commitment from Elon Musk to the company's future. In other news, Tesla has launched Model Y hardware 4.0 in China, maintaining unchanged prices. There's also a cash discount on inventory Model Ys, and attractive low interest rates are being offered. This move may not necessarily be linked to an upcoming refresh of the Model Y, but rather a common practice of offering discounts toward the end of a quarter. Furthermore, refreshed Model 3 deliveries have begun in the US, and several European countries, including Spain and Norway, are reporting robust delivery numbers. Additionally, ARK Invest's Tasha has highlighted significant advancements in AI and autonomous driving, indicating that autonomous cars are appearing to be safer than those driven by humans in challenging situations. They often choose to disengage full self-driving FSD, particularly when driving with passengers. They note that FSD-1 has an issue with abrupt disengagements and hope FSD-2 will provide smoother transitions, possibly with gentle warnings. Now, according to Anta, early entrance into the robot taxi market with Tesla leading the way stands to benefit significantly. While the numbers may seem astonishing, it's worth considering that robot taxis could potentially generate a massive $28 trillion in enterprise value by 2030, a staggering figure. Switching gears to charging times, there's some excellent news for Tesla stock investors. Over the past 5 years, charging rates for a 200-mile range have improved nearly threefold, from 40 minutes to just 12, and there's optimism that this could drop further to just 4 minutes in the next 5 years. This rapid charging advancement is a positive sign for electric vehicle adoption. Moving on, Tesla's data advantage is a significant asset as they prepare to launch their robot taxi service. With access to 50 times more driving data than some competitors and a whopping 2,180 times more than others, Tesla is positioned to lead the largest AI project globally. As electric vehicle adoption continues to gain traction, traditional automakers may be compelled to restructure and consolidate to stay competitive. It's becoming increasingly likely that these companies will have to make significant changes to adapt to the evolving automotive landscape. In other news, the Federal Reserve's decision to maintain interest rates has raised some concerns. While they previously hinted at a possible rate hike, they've now adopted a more balanced approach to future policy. There's now speculation that rate cuts may be delayed until May or June, and the odds of a March rate cut have fallen from 60% to 45%. Additionally, the removal of a statement regarding the soundness and resilience of the U.S. banking system has raised eyebrows, particularly with a recent sharp drop in bank stocks by 32%, nearly 43% at its lowest point in a single day. This situation will be closely monitored for any potential systemic implications. Regarding Elon Musk's compensation, Gary believes there are avenues to address the situation, such as revisiting and reapproving shareholder approvals. It's suggested that Elon should not have a direct role in formulating his own compensation plan. Furthermore, Tesla has the option to appeal the judge's decision to the Supreme Court, emphasizing that the judge may have disregarded precedent. It's important to note that the Delaware Supreme Court has shown an independent stance, often marching to its own rhythm. There's no guarantee that shareholders would automatically approve the 2018 compensation package given the current circumstances. However, some argue in favor of approving it to show continued support for Elon. The concern here is that if Elon ever doubts shareholder support, it might affect his motivation to achieve the goals outlined in the compensation plan. This uncertainty could potentially hinder progress. Now, let's turn our attention to the judicial aspects of this matter. Some believe that the judge's decision may be politically motivated. It's worth investigating the connections here. Before becoming the head of the Delaware Chancery Court, the judge who ruled against Elon worked at a Delaware law firm known as Young. Interestingly, this firm and its employees have been significant donors to President Joe Biden over the years. Here's where it gets interesting. In 2016, Hunter Biden hosted a campaign event at Young for Congressman John Carney, with then Vice President Joe Biden as the guest speaker. John Carney later became governor and nominated McCormack, a partner at Young, to her position on the Delaware Chancery Court. But wait, there's more. In a March 2018 email, Hunter Biden claimed to personally know every judge on the Delaware Chancery Court while threatening legal action against his Chinese business partners. He even mentioned bringing a suit in the Chancery Court, adding fuel to the fire. Following Elon Musk's Twitter acquisition and his goal of restoring free speech, President Biden called for a federal investigation into Musk. Subsequently, the Biden Department of Justice, Securities and Exchange Commission, and Federal Trade Commission initiated legal actions and investigations against Tesla, SpaceX, and Musk. This recent decision by the judge, who has ties to Biden's top donors and was nominated by Biden's close friend, has raised concerns about the American legal system being weaponized against political opponents. The question now arises, is Elon Musk considered a threat to us national security, and should there be investigations into his joint acquisition of Twitter with foreign governments, including the Saudis? The cooperation and technical relationships between Elon Musk and other countries indeed warrant a closer look to ensure that everything remains above board. It's a situation worth monitoring as it unfolds. One noteworthy aspect of this situation is the potential financial gain for the lawyers involved. In securities class actions, if settlements exceed $1 billion, lawyer fees can equal about 15%. In this case, the lawyers supposedly saved Tesla a whopping $55 billion. If they are awarded even a fraction of that, it might understandably stir frustration. It's interesting to note that some argue the real plaintiff in this case is the class action law firm itself rather than an individual shareholder. This raises questions about the motivations behind the lawsuit. Now, let's dissect the judicial aspect. The judge's statement at the beginning of the post-trial opinion, questioning whether the richest person in the world, Elon Musk, was overpaid, is intriguing. Does Elon Musk's status as the richest person impact the compensation he should receive as a CEO? It's a thought-provoking angle. What adds to the complexity of this situation is the timing of the compensation plan during its formulation. Elon Musk was far from being the world's richest person. This historical context adds an interesting layer to the discussion. Additionally, a closer look at Elon Musk's correspondence during the creation of the compensation plan reveals a man who's focused on Tesla's interests first. He even suggested delaying discussions to ensure Tesla's priorities were addressed. It's important to highlight that while this case has garnered a lot of social media attention, Warren, who happens to be a former lawyer, took the time to read the entire court case. He asserts that it wasn't an attack on capitalism, nor was it politically motivated. However, there's a perception of bias that some share regarding the judge's critique of Robin Denholm, Tesla's chair. It's argued that she made substantial money from her role at Tesla because she performed exceptionally well. Bringing this up as a point of contention appears somewhat unreasonable. Lastly, the judge's nitpicking of certain points in Tesla's proxy statement is addressed. Critics argue that expecting every nitpick to be addressed would result in an unwieldy 1,000-page document that few would read. Today, we've explored some intriguing insights, shedding light on the complexities of the recent events surrounding Elon Musk and Tesla. What are your thoughts on these recent news surrounding Tesla? Let us know in the comments section below. If you found this discussion engaging and informative, we kindly ask you to show your support by liking this video and subscribing to Tesla Hype. Thank you for joining us today, and we look forward to having you with us in future episodes. Stay tuned for more Tesla news and insights.